Have you ever wondered what the future of NFL stadiums look like? Imagine a stadium so advanced that generates its own electricity, recycles nearly all its waste, and conserves water on an unprecedented scale, all while delivering an unforgettable game day experience. Well, you don't have to imagine anymore, because today we're taking you inside Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Philadelphia Eagles, a stadium that isn't just setting records on the field, but also in the world of sustainability. This $860 million venue is rewriting the rules on how a modern stadium should operate, proving that going green doesn't mean sacrificing performance or fan experience. So, how did Lincoln Financial Field become the greenest stadium in the NFL? And could this be the model for all stadiums in the future? Let's find out. Welcome to Big Builds. Lincoln Financial Field wasn't always the sustainability powerhouse it is today. When it first opened in 2003, it was just like any other stadium, huge, loud, and resource-intensive. But the Philadelphia Eagles, they had a bigger vision. They launched the Go Green initiative, a long-term commitment to making the stadium as environmentally friendly as possible. At first, it was small changes, recycling bins, reducing waste, cutting down on energy use. But over the years, these efforts, well, they snowballed into something revolutionary. Fast forward to today, and Lincoln Financial Field has become an LEED Platinum certified stadium, the highest sustainability rating a building can achieve. Only a handful of sports venues in the world have this distinction, making this stadium a true leader in green innovation. But how exactly did they pull it off? Let's break it down. One of the biggest challenges with massive stadiums is their intense energy consumption. The average NFL game requires tens of thousands of kilowatt hours of electricity, enough to power entire neighborhoods. But Lincoln Financial Field, they found a way to turn that problem into a solution. The stadium is equipped with over 11,000 solar panels installed across the roof and the parking areas. These panels soak up the sun and convert it into clean energy, helping to power everything from the floodlights to the scoreboards. Even on cloudy days, these panels generate a substantial amount of electricity, reducing the stadium's dependence on traditional power grids. And if that wasn't impressive enough, the stadium also features 14 massive wind turbines mounted across the top of the structure. These turbines harness the wind, generating even more electricity for the facility. The combination of solar and wind makes Lincoln Financial Field one of the first stadiums in the world to achieve near-energy self-sufficiency. Together, the solar panels and the wind turbines produce over 4 times the energy needed to power all home games for an entire season. That's right, the stadium isn't just reducing its energy footprint, it's actually producing surplus energy that can be fed back to the grid. This means Lincoln Financial Field is not just consuming energy, but is also giving it back to the community, making it a true leader in sustainability. Think about what happens at an NFL game. Tens of thousands of fans eating, drinking, and tossing away their trash. Most stadiums, they send tons of garbage straight to landfills after every event, but at Lincoln Financial Field, that trash, well, it barely exists. The stadium operates a 99% weight diversion program, meaning that nearly all waste generated during games is either recycled, composted, or repurposed. Instead of letting plastic bottles, food containers, and paper products pile up in landfills, Lincoln Financial Field has implemented a sophisticated system to ensure that waste is handled responsibly. The goal is to minimize the environmental impact of every event. Fans are actively encouraged to use designated bins for plastic, glass, and aluminium, making sure that recyclables don't end up in landfills. But that's not the only step the stadium takes. Lincoln Financial Field, they also use compostable food packaging, which ensures that even leftover nachos, hot dogs, and other food waste, they're all turned into nutrient-rich compost instead of rotting away in a dump. The compostable materials are used to fertilize the surrounding grounds, keeping the stadium's environmental impact as low as possible. And what happens to any leftover untouched food? It's not thrown away. It's donated to local food banks and shelters, ensuring that excess food goes to people in need instead of the trash. The result is that the stadium produces almost zero landfill waste, making it one of the cleanest and most environmentally responsible venues in professional sports. Considering the fact that over 1 million fans visit the stadium each year, that's an incredible achievement. Lincoln Financial Field isn't just changing the way we think about stadium waste, it's leading by example, showing other venues how they can take responsibility and make a real difference in reducing their environmental footprint. Water conservation is another area where Lincoln Financial Field really stands out. As you can imagine, stadiums consume an enormous amount of water, not just for bathrooms, but for maintaining the field, running concession stands, cleaning operations, and more. Lincoln Financial Field has taken significant steps to address this issue by implementing a range of water-saving technologies that drastically cut down on waste. For starters, the stadium is equipped with low-flow faucets, waterless urinals, and high-efficiency toilets throughout its facilities, which together reduce water usage by millions of gallons each year. These upgrades not only help conserve water, but they also reduce overall operational costs. The irrigation system responsible for keeping the playing field in top condition is another area where the stadium has made a big impact. It utilizes a smart water management system, which adjusts water flow based on real-time weather conditions, ensuring that water is only used when absolutely necessary and minimizing waste. But the sustainability efforts, they don't stop there. Lincoln Financial Field also captures rainwater, which is filtered and reused for various maintenance needs, such as irrigation and cooling. This innovative rainwater collection system, it plays a key role in further reducing the stadium's reliance on municipal water supplies. By implementing these water-saving technologies and systems, Lincoln Financial Field is ensuring its water footprint is as small as possible, proving that a high-tech stadium can still be environmentally responsible and lead the way in water conservation efforts. While Lincoln Financial Field's sustainability efforts inside the stadium are impressive, the commitment to eco-friendliness extends beyond the building itself. The Eagles encourage fans to use public transportation, carpool, or bike to games instead of relying on single-passenger vehicles. There are bike racks available for those who choose to cycle, and the stadium offers incentives for carpooling to help reduce traffic congestion and emissions. On top of that, the stadium's location in South Philadelphia makes it easily accessible by subway and by bus, allowing fans to get into the game with minimal environmental impact. The goal is to make sustainability part of the fan experience, not just something happening behind the scenes. Speaking of the fan experience, Lincoln Financial Field is proof that going green doesn't mean sacrificing enjoyment. The stadium still delivers the electric atmosphere you'd expect from an NFL venue, complete with massive LED screens, top-notch concessions, and an unbeatable home field advantage for the Eagles. In fact, the eco-friendly features have become a point of pride for Eagles fans. Many visitors take part in stadium tours to learn about how the venue operates sustainably. It's not just about watching football, it's about experiencing a stadium that's shaping the future of sports venues. With Lincoln Financial Field leading the way, other NFL stadiums are starting to take notice. More teams are investing heavily in renewable energy, waste reduction, and water conservation initiatives. From solar panels to water-saving systems, teams are recognizing the need to align with the growing demand for sustainable practices. The hope is that Lincoln Financial Field won't just remain an outlier in the sports world, it'll serve as the blueprint for all future stadiums. Could we see a future where every NFL stadium operates entirely on renewable energy, where zero waste and water conservation become the new standard? The way things are going, it's entirely possible. If Lincoln Financial Field has proven anything, it's that these ideas aren't just wishful thinking or distant goals, they're achievable right now. Other teams are watching, learning, and implementing similar strategies to reduce their environmental footprint. The possibility of a sustainable, eco-friendly future for all NFL stadiums, it's closer than ever. If the Eagles' home stadium can pull it off, there's no reason why others can't follow suit. The question is, will the NFL fully embrace this green revolution across the league? The future of stadiums may very well be greener than we could have ever imagined. Lincoln Financial Field isn't just a stadium, it's a glimpse into the future of sustainable sports venues. From its groundbreaking use of solar and wind power to its nearly waste-free operations, it's a shining example of how professional sports can embrace sustainability without compromising performance. The question now is, will other stadiums follow its lead? And could we be looking at a future where all NFL venues operate this way? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Lincoln Financial Field, it's set the bar, and the rest of the league has some serious catching up to do. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the greenest stadium in the NFL, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Big Builds, and let us know in the comments what other stadiums or big projects you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.